my Stitchy friends, and welcome to Flosstube number 57. Yes, I had to look. It is Wednesday, October 26th, 2022, and it is a gray day. It's probably in the 60s, something like that. I didn't check. But it's been foggy for the last 2 days and misty, and I wouldn't call it rainy, but lots of water in the air. So, and it is a bit later in the day than I would normally like to start, but that's fine. Also, I have the window open because we have the AC turned off for the season, and so I can only run the heater because I live in an apartment and they have to do stuff, the maintenance stuff and all that stuff. But anyway, stuff. So anyway, I have the window open, so you might get some road noise. So I apologize in advance for that. All right, so yeah, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking play. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for my returning viewers. And I know I picked up a few new subscribers. So hello, welcome. I hope you enjoy this week's Flosstube. So let's get to it. I start out my Flosstubes with acquisitions, and although I didn't go anywhere this week, I did get a few things in the mail. My fabric of the month came in from Jodi. I am part of her club. She is from the Steel City Stitchers. So I got my fabric. I don't know how well the lighting is going to come across, but here we go. It's a kind of a blue gray color, really nice. And then this one is a purple with some I would say pinks, yellow, no, not yellow, but pinks and blues maybe, oranges. So, and I get 18 count Ada. So there's that. And then I got my Black Needle Society Athena's Horror Halloween box, I think. I don't know what it's called. So hopefully you guys have received yours and opened yours. I know that there are a few unboxing videos out there. So I'll just run over this real quick. First off, I got a bag. It was a project bag from Linux Stitches Creates, something like that. Linux Stitches Creates, yes. So this is her project bag. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's great. So that came in there. Then we've got some 18 count Blood Splatter by Jodi. Steel City Stitchers, so that's going to be fun. We got a wooden bookmark. We got a floss drop jewelry thing. It came with a ring, but I don't know where the ring is. The Overlook Hotel, which is actually the Stanley Hotel. So that's from The Shining. We got a needle minder I'm not sure about the needle minder. I get where it came from, but I don't know. It just caught me off guard, I guess. It says sometimes dead is better. Just leave that there. And then we got two zipper pulls. I don't know where the other one is. But this one is I'm your number one fan. That's that. I don't know where the other one is. But we got a couple of pins, decorative pins, which is really cute. So one is a typewriter, the other one is an axe, and the other one is a red balloon. So those are cute. And we got another box of almond M&M's silks, hand-dyed silks. There you go. Really pretty colors. We got an exclusive, I believe, t-shirt from Athena. It doesn't say anything anywhere in there, but or that I read, but I don't know if this is exclusive to the box or if she's going to be like offering this in 6 months or something like that. So, and then the pattern, y'all. I'm really liking this pattern. It's by the Witchy Stitcher, which is absolutely fantastic. This is called the Stephen King House. So it has scenes in there from The Shining, 1408, Carrie, It, Cujo, Misery, Pet Sematary, Christine, and Children of the Corn. And the house is modeled after Stephen King's actual home in Bangor, Maine, where he resided until 2021. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, this is definitely one that is going to be stitched up. Not anytime soon. But I am really liking this. Yeah. Did good on this one. And I enjoyed the box. I liked this one. This here is the introduction information card. So you can take a screenshot of that if you're interested. So there you go. Really happy with that. I liked a majority of the stuff in there. It was nice. Okay, so that brings me to whips. I had, I believe, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whips. Something like that. Anyway, I started out my week with I'd Turn Back, and what I'm referring to is, if you are new, I started 31 new projects last October, and I used the hashtag October Start a Ton, And so I had all new starts every day for the month of October last year. So throughout the year, I did work on some of them and I finished some of them. So if I finish one of them, then this year's birthday would be a new start because I finished the project. And if I didn't finish the project, then I would work on that for that day. I created a board too. So here's my October Start-a-Ton board. And right now we are in this week. So I had, what was it, Wednesday, because I do my floss tubes on Wednesday. I start my week on Wednesday. So Wednesday was a something that I did not finish. Thursday, I worked on that. And then I had 2 new starts. And then I worked on that. That was a new start. I UFO'd this one. So I had a new start on that as well. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4 new starts, I think. 1, 2, 3, something like that. Either 3 or 4 new starts. And then I worked on that. So that is my board. So, yeah. So I'll get to that in a second. So the first whip I had was I'd turn back. And I do believe I have a picture of what it looked like my previous progress. And I worked on this for one day. I really wanted to get the pumpkin done, but I wasn't able to. So here is my progress. It's looking pretty scary. This is on 18 count Ada that I hand dyed myself. And I'm using DMC, the called for DMC. So there we go. The next one is a new start. I started Halloween Parade by Luminous Fiber Arts. And this is found in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine fall issue of 2022. And I'm stitching this on 16 count Smashing by Stitch Me. And there's my little start. That's coming along. Then the next one was a progress report. And this is a complimentary chart by the Witchy Stitcher. This is called Blood Moon. This is the actual chart, so I'm just going to hold it back, but it's complimentary. You can get it on their website. And I'm stitching this on 18 count. No, sorry. This is 14 count. Might be 14 count. Ada that I hand dyed. And here's my progress. I think it's coming out great. I feel like the letters aren't really, you can't really see them. So what I'm probably going to do is outline them in a darker gold to see, so they'll show up a little bit more. But I won't do that until I'm done. That'll be a last minute, last finished decision. Does that make sense? Then the next one was a new start, and this again is a free chart, complimentary chart by Helen D. She is a floss tuber, and her channel is Helen D. She is also on Instagram at the East Coast .crafter, I think, East Coast. eastcoast.crafter. I'll put a link down below. I always do that. In the description area. And so anyway, what I'm talking about is this. It's a free chart. It's called Ghosts and Goblins. I am stitching this on 18 count Ada that I hand dyed. And here's my progress. Or no, here's my start. So I'm using DMC. For Warlocks, I used 498. For Witches, I used 154. For Goblins, I used 907. And for Ghosts, I used E940. And that is the glow in the dark thread. And so for the Ghosts, you can see the Ghosts here. I'm going to be stitching them in glow in the dark. So there's my progress, my start. Keep saying that. So that is my start on that. And then I had another new start. This is Halloweenies by the Prairie Schooler. And I started this one. The Crow and the Moon. Alright, anyway. This is on 18 counts. Oh shoot. What is it? I don't know. Oh well. It's some fabric. And here's my start. I didn't get a lot done because I was doing other things. But there we go. And then I finished up last week on a WIPGO goal. And this is a chart called Visit Hoth. Here's what it looks like when it's finished. And this is by Country Magic Stitches, I think. And I'm doing this on 18 count Ivory Ada. And here is what it looked like progress before, and here's what it looks like now. Coming along nicely. Would really like to get this done next year. I think if I worked on it a lot, then I would be able to get it done. So we'll see. And then that was my third WIPGO goal for the month done. And then my fourth WIPGO goal was this one. It's Current Mood. And this is by Autumn Lane Stitchery. It is found in the Just Cross Stitch magazine Halloween 2021. I started this last year. Here's my progress from last year, because I only worked on it, I think, just 1 or 2 days maybe. And here's my progress so far. I am hoping to have the cat done because I've got 3 more days left. So I will be getting the cat done. Hopefully. All right. So that brings me to finishes and FFOs. And I'm lucky enough to say I have some. So I'll start out with the one that I worked on from last year, and I finished it this year. And this is called Halloween Tree. It's just a cute little ornament kind of thing. It is by Stitching in the Rain, Anna Chinoto. And I stitched this on 18 count Neptune by Bestitch Me. And this was in the Just Cross Stitch magazine, Halloween 2021. So there's my little finish. Yay. And then my next finish is called Harvest Jack. It's by Heart and Hand, and it's called It's a Cinch series designs. So I did that. This was like, it was a little kit that came with the fabric and the buttons. And the fabric says that it is 18 count lamb's wool linen, and you are supposed to use 2 threads or 6 strands of Weeks Dyeworks and Gentle Arts over 2 threads of linen. Well, I didn't do that. I didn't have the Weeks Dyeworks and Gentle Arts, so I just used the DMC, and I only used 2 strands. I did use 2 strands over 2 threads. So I stitched it on linen, people. It's 18 count linen, but it still counts as linen, and I still don't like it. But I did give it a try, and I finished. And I actually kind of like the look of it. You can definitely see the fabric and things like that, but you can kind of see through it. But it looks kind of like primitive to me. So it looks vintage, I guess you'd say. But there we go. That is Harvest Jack. Now I didn't add the buttons yet, so it's not like fully. It's fully stitched. I just need to add the buttons, and then it'll be completely done, but not FFO'd. Does that make sense? So there we go. So those are my 2 finishes, and then I had an FFO. I stitched this last year for the month of September. I participated in Sampler September for the first time. If you guys know me at all, you know that I'm not a sampler type person. But I saw this pattern in the Just Cross Stitch magazine. I believe it was September issue, but I don't remember specifically. Anyway, this is Spooktacular Sampler. And here's my FFO. So I found this board in Target for $3. So this was in the dollar section. And I finished it on foam board. The fabric, I just covered the foam board with fabric, and then the stitched piece is on sticky board, which I don't like. I don't like it. Anyway, I got some trim, and I put in a ribbon, a little piece of ribbon, and it's got a little charm on it, a little pumpkin charm, and it's little, it's tiny. But I put this tab here because, watch it make a liar out of me. There we go. So I put the tab here so I could remove this piece and use this for another cross stitch piece. So instead of putting magnets on there, I don't do the magnets. Yeah, I just don't do the magnets. So anyway, I put a little tab there so it's easy to pull, and you can see my back. It's just glued on there. Anyway, that's there. And then I just pop that back in, and it's hanging on my seasonal wall. But I finished it yesterday, I think. So I'm really happy with it. I know it's crooked because I didn't lace. I think that's probably why. I just glued it. But it's good enough for me. And my husband loved it. So there we go. Oh, and that is on, I think it's 18 counts. It's 18 count Ada. I don't remember. If you want to know what the fabric is, just let me know. I'll look it up. Oh, and it's by Historic Handworkes. I wrote that down. And it's the Just Cross Stitch Halloween 2021. So if I look at my notes, that will tell me. So, all right. So that brings me to plans. I'm going to finish up my WIPGO October. Working on Current Mood. I've got 3 days. I'm going to continue with my October Start-a-Ton. Today is Vintage Halloween, I believe. I'm going to work on that. I do have 2 new starts coming up this week, so that's going to be fun. I'm going to continue with the hashtag Dark October stitching. So if you are stitching anything that is Halloween related, Dark October, you know, use the hashtag Dark October stitching and go follow it. It's a lot of fun. You get some inspiration there. So that is hosted by Emily C. She's doing a great job. And I'm also going to continue using the hashtag 13 Stitches of Halloween because it's coming up to be Halloween. Yeah, so why not? And I'm looking forward to Stitch In at the Farm. That is coming up in 2 weeks. I'm going to be stitching, it's a retreat in Troy, New Hampshire. So I'm going to be gathering with a bunch of stitchers, and that's going to be fun. So yeah, I also want to say a happy birthday to Kathy. So mwah, happy birthday, Kathy. Her birthday is coming up. I think it's Saturday the 29th. So I wish you all the best, and I hope you have a great day. So that's fun. And of course, Monday is Halloween. So happy Halloween. And that brings me to the next segment. This just in, but not really because it's events in history. The week of October 24th through the 30th. October 24th, 1992, the Toronto Blue Jays became the first team not based in the United States to win the World Series of Baseball. In 1945, the UN entered into force. In 1940, the 40-hour work week went into effect under the United States Fair Labor Standards Act of 1938. And in 1929, a record 12 million shares of stock were traded, causing the first day of real panic in the crash of 1929, known as Black Thursday. In 1861, the first United States transcontinental telegram was sent via the telegraph, effectively ending the Pony Express. On October 25th, 1955, the first domestic microwave oven went on sale. In 1940, American military officer Benjamin O. Davis Sr. became the first African American general in the United States Army when he was promoted to brigadier general. In 1977, the last natural case of smallpox was discovered. This date is considered the anniversary of the eradication of smallpox and the success of vaccinations. In 1958, America's first jet airliner, the Boeing 707, entered into service for Pan American World Airways. In 1881, a feud between the Earp brothers and an outlaw gang led by Ike Clanton escalated into a gunfight at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona territory. And in 1863, the beginnings of the Red Cross were established. In 1825, after 8 years of construction, the Erie Canal opened, connecting the Great Lakes with New York City via the Hudson River. October 27, 2004, the curse of the Bambino ended when the Boston Red Sox won the World Series, the team's first in 86 years. In 1961, the first Saturn rocket was successfully launched. October 28, 2007, Argentine lawyer and politician Cristina Fernández de Kirchner became the first woman elected president of Argentina. In 1971, Great Britain launched Prospero, its first satellite. In 1965, the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, Missouri was completed. In 1919, the United States Congress overrode President Wilson's veto and passed the Volstead Act, providing enforcement guidelines for prohibition. In 1904, St. Louis police try a new investigation method, fingerprints. In 1886, the Statue of Liberty was officially dedicated. And in 1636, Harvard University was founded and is the oldest institute of higher learning in the United States. October 29, 2015, China announced an end to the one-child policy. Beginning in 2016, couples could now have 2 children. And in 1929, a further 16 million shares of stock were sold on this day, called Black Tuesday, adding fuel to the crisis known as the Great Depression. On October 30th, 1938, Orson Welles' radio dramatization of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds was broadcast, causing great alarm as some listeners feared a genuine invasion from Mars. In 1905, Emperor Nicholas II, the Tsar of Russia, issued the October Manifesto, bringing an end to unlimited autocracy in Russia. And in 1485, Henry Tudor was crowned Henry VII. He founded the Tudor dynasty and ended the War of the Roses. And that has been your week in history. Thank you. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Happy Halloween coming up. I think that's about it. So I'll see you next week.